Oh, whoops. One second, everyone. Just getting everything set up.
On my end, your stream's still, like, not up.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit. You might have to refresh as well. Alright, can everyone hear me? Hello, hello? Wow, Moby's late by 30 seconds, shaking my head. Wow, guys. Alright, I hope you all could hear me. Let's see. So let me just quickly greet chat. Hello, everyone. Hello, Thick Kilogram. What are you guys doing here? What are you guys doing in the chat? Hello, Petgrin. Yeah, hello to you too. Hello, Ethan. I hope you're all having a good day today. Hello, Yoi. Target verified. Commencing drip validation. Yes. Norway. Randomly what? Why are you guys suddenly booing me? Because I was 30 seconds late? You want to dislike the stream, dude? What the hell? Time to learn. Hello, Nova.
Harsh.
Yeah, what the heck? Anyways, hello everyone. Hey, fellow mobs, Moby here. So today is going to be a relatively shorter stream, but the primary purpose is that I have Inhibit Progress with me. Say hello.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, I hope you all could hear him very
I just
well.
woke up. I'm really tired.
Yes, he has a super sexy morning voice. So, so I do not have that. I've been away for a bit, but essentially we're gonna show off all the entrants of the community drip challenge that we did at Discord. This was a cross-platform challenge, so where we got some really good entrants, and we wanted to show off all the entrants, including the winners as well, of course. But yes, like I have Inhibit with me to guide me through the process, so you could go ahead and take the reins, Inhibit.
Yeah, so could you please just go to the drip challenge thread, and we'll start by showing off our first entry, which is DGM Gaba by Empress.
Okay.
Hopefully
I'm
gonna pronounce everyone's usernames right, because I have no idea.
That's fine. Okay. So we have picture 1 open here.
Yep. So basically, this thing is from Blue Archive, and it's the 5th prophet or whatever that's been deployed by this random evil AI. I tried finding the lore on this. I don't think the event has been translated to English yet. So
I do have a picture of it right here. I do have a picture of it right here for you all to see. This is what it's basing it off of. The 5th prophet, the Garuba of Discipline from Blue Archive.
It looks really fucking
it does.
Really
look at the
cool.
chunk on that thing. It looks like
everyone...
an evil Megazord. Kind of like you know those how like Power Rangers, they have like evil. Not evil. They have like the animal robots, and this is like an evil, like cold, heartless
like
version
Metal
of it.
Gear Rex.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Look at that, it's beautiful.
I think because this is a boss battle sequence, right? So when the boss battle flies in, so many people put like White Glint's theme from AC4A over it.
Yeah.
Like you can see it, right? Like
yeah, it really does kind of have like a White Glint feeling to it. It does, yeah.
Yeah. I did not know the AI came from a vending machine.
What?
Wait, go to your comments.
Huh? A damn vending machine.
I didn't know, because honestly, all the info I have on the Blue Archive wiki just says the 5th prophet Gavura, located in a frozen sea. The identity it originally was what is unknown. What am I supposed to do with that?
Also, someone said you could be the next corpse husband, if you know what that is.
I have no clue what that is, but
very it's someone with a very nice deep voice.
My voice is usually not like this. So but anyways, yeah, I feel like this is a really authentic cosplay build, especially if you look at DGM Gabura's boss fight intro art. You showed like a chibi fan art version, but if you search up the original actual boss fight name card title screen, he basically has replicated the pose that it uses for the boss fight intro in the first picture.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find a video on it. Let's see.
I feel like if you just search
Yeah, I see it here. I see it here. I see it here. So
yeah.
Let's go ahead and bring that up. I think it's this system right here. Yes, people. That's four girls fighting against a giant robot with their little pea shooter guns. Oh damn! Look at it transforming. Oh, that's the pose, like where it sticks its gun out. I see.
Yeah. Like that one.
Ah.
So you can freeze frame on that pose and look at the first picture. And what's really awesome about the first picture is that he's basically replicated it with the charged animations and stuff.
Yeah.
To, like show off all like the correct colors.
Yeah. Look, like the color is all nicely done. This doesn't have like a crazy, like this obviously doesn't have like a crazy amount of decals on it, but like the coloring and the form and the pictures, like, this is I appreciate it when someone takes great pictures, because you see a lot of people with amazing looking ACs and their picture ability is not the best. Yeah, it's not turn-based. Nova Blue Archive is not turn-based. It's kind of like you just tell them how when to use their special abilities and where, but it's not really turn-based.
Yeah. But anyways, I feel like one of the things that Empress is really good at is that because they've used a lot of photo modes from different games, etc., so I feel like they're just really good at using the photo mode in AC6, and I'm always really impressed by the work they do with it.
Ooh,
across, I think you've probably noticed it just in like armored trip entries, this stuff. His work is with like the camera is always fantastic.
Yeah, it's a hella underrated ability. It's just is so good looking. It's like the best way to advertise. Hey, like this AC has no decals on it, and it looks just so crisp and clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Any AC that like the photo like that does that like really messes with my imagination in a good way like this is beautiful in my eyes. It has a simple decal on its head. The colors work. The camera work is fantastic. There's nothing I can complain about this. Look at that.
Yeah. And he's picked like some good backgrounds to show off this like the white and black paint job as well, just against like a clear blue sky with nothing interrupting it. So your eyes really just get drawn to the AC instead of everything around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's done that really well in all of his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the like 7th picture there with the vascular plant in the background, that really portrays like a sense of scale that you can't really get from like any other angle besides like shots from like quote unquote ground level. And I honestly really like, you know, kind of fan art or like videos or like any media that portrays mechs from like a ground level in scale with buildings and stuff.
I see. And
so
it looks like according to EM as well, all the mechs are named after big name angels. That makes sense. Gabora. Okay. And Mano also says, I do not understand why Asian audiences like small schoolgirls fighting Avengers level threats.
Hey, no, it's because Asian people like watching cute girls doing cute things. That's the entire premise.
You find taking down giant mechs cute?
Like no, it's the prevalence of like cute anime girls doing male predominant activities that appeals to the otakus.
Yeah, I see. But yeah, this is a fantastic entry. Let's see. If you all would like to share code, it's right over here.
Yeah.
All of these share codes are real quick. Sorry. All these are available in our Discord if you'd like to get the share code for it. Okay. And you are also free to enter the next one. And are you gonna do another one?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually planning on launching the next one in a day or two.
Oh shit! You heard it here
It's going
first.
to be style, so you can submit whatever you want. And of course, again, this is cross-platform, so feel free to join whether you're on PC or on console, or if you play on Steam Deck, or like and just anything. Look, if you found a way to play AC6 on your phone, tell me, and then join the competition.
I see.
But anyways,
real quick, what channel is this in? This is in the community drip challenge one. You can see all of our entrants and the winners there as well. And what is Nova ranting about? I'm going to launch Wildside into the sun. I hate her. What are you suddenly on about?
What do you mean? Wildside is awesome.
Yeah, Wildside is awesome. Anyways, let's go on to the next one.
Actually, I do have one more thing to say, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, like you said, it's a really effective cosplay, even though there's like not a lot of decals. But I think one thing where Empress could have done better is that he could have used more like lining decals to kind of segment the more curved sections to make it appear more angular.
Yeah,
like
yeah, because if you see the original thing, it's very straight, a lot of straight lines in the middle of the white armor segments.
And sharp angles, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that could have, that is a good point. Maybe that could have improved it.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the weapons are really, like the weapons are really accurate. Well, as accurate as it can be, but because all the weapons are hyper detailed and have all like the segments and all like the attachment rails and all like the mechanical greebles, but a lot of the sections, especially on the core and the arms, don't really have that like the level of detail, at least apparent, like that's readily apparent, I guess.
Yeah.
So if he added some, like, you know, lining details to simulate extra panel lines or simulate extra angles, then that could overall enhance the look of it without being like needing to overtly add more decals, so to speak. Yeah. That's just one thing I'd say.
Okay, yeah, just a few more decals. Like, it doesn't need a lot. Like, cause look, it already has basically one. And it's good. Yeah. Like, so just a few more might have helped, basically, just to emphasize the really straight line, really strong angular, parts of the armor. But other than that, this thing is beautiful. And I noticed that the head decal is actually based off the giant halo that this thing has. Like, look, guys, like if you notice, like the head has like a small decal on it, and that's where the halo is. Because Blue Archive is all about angels, or at least characters with angelic like halos on them. So. Yeah, basically. Yeah, alrighty.
Yeah, so UI. Unfortunately, that's a different challenge.
Yeah, every community challenge has a theme. Of some kind, usually.
Except for the freestyle ones, but.
Except for the freestyle ones, but like a lot of them do. It's because like there is an enjoyment to like limiting yourself to a certain ways to allow for creativity to shine. You know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like. You don't see impressive builds until you need like sort of limit yourself. Some of the best ACs I've ever seen conceptually come out from the most restricting challenges.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Anyways, should we move on to the next one?
Let's move on to the second one.
Yeah.
Which is Shinkuro from Code Geass. And I believe... Okay, confession?
So this is what it's based off of.
I'm a bona fide mecha fan. But I've never seen Code Geass.
What the fuck? You're a mecha fan and you haven't seen Code Geass?
Sue me.
What the fuck? Chat, can you believe this man? He hasn't watched Code Geass. Okay, to be fair, I'll give you this. Code Geass. I'll give you this.
Reskinned. It's just Gundam but reskinned.
Look, no, they're not. They've got a different thing too. They've got like a more bestial, like they're all these robots have Heelys type thing to them. But anyways, I will give you one. No. I will give you one credit.
With wheels,
I'll give you one credit. Okay, Inhibit. The only credit I'll give you is that it's true that like the mecha part is kind of like a background thing. It's like a lot of things happen because of mecha, but it's not a mecha anime. I'll give you that. Like a lot of it is like the protagonist using his powers to like manipulate people, like and like you know like do all these political machinations, Machiavellian things and whatnot. But like come on, the mechs are kind of cool though. How did you not see Code Geass? It's good, okay?
No, I like the mechs. I just never got around to watching the show.
Then watch it. What are you waiting for? This is you
I
waiting
will.
for waiting for a sign from God? I am here.
I guess
Tell
this
you.
is my sign.
Yeah, this is your sign. I'm not God, but this is your sign. anyways, let's talk.
Anyways, going back to it.
So this is this Lelouch's mech? Let's see. Like I think this is Lelouch's ruler mech. Like he rules from this. Like it has a lot of like laser attacks. So I'm expecting.
According to the wiki, it's his. So.
Let's see.
Yeah. Anyways, this one's by. This is. I'm probably gonna butcher this because I can't speak French, but Jam the Pie. So which I think translates to "I love bread."
Huh? Really? What?
Yeah. The dude's username.
Let's see. I love bread. You're right. Oh my god. Okay.
Bro just really likes bread.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, dokie. Oh.
Yeah, but anyways, you've seen Code Geass, right? So
Yeah.
you can probably tell me the lore of this guy a lot better.
I know
than I can.
it's been 10 years. I have no clue, but like it's been a while. I just think this, if I'm not mistaken, like I guess this is Lelouch's like the protagonist's like kind of primary mech. The thing about the protagonist is that, hang on, let me just look it up just to make sure. Code Geass Shinkuro.
It's a 7th generation transformable nightmare frame. For Lelouch's personal use.
Okay, so it is Lelouch's personal thing. So the thing about this mech is that it's very much a very, from what I remember, it's a very powerful mech that shoots a lot of lasers and stuff. Like, but the thing is, like, Lelouch never fucking wins piloting this thing against another high tier like mech pilot. Because the thing about the protagonist Lelouch is that he's not a pilot. He's a political
So he's just a
mastermind.
jobber.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, laser beams everywhere, and his whole thing is black. And gold, and gold and purple to represent his like emperor like status, and I'm like it's a lot of lasers, but whenever like some high tier like pilot fights him, he goes down pretty easily.
That's sad.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a very cool, it's a very
design.
flashy like mech that shows off his status like as like a ruler of the battlefield, not by being good at the whole battlefield. Not by being good at fighting himself, but he's also a very good strategist on top of that. So it's very much like this guy is the emperor type thing. But it's not like a 1v1 mech like you would expect from other mech pilots from any Gundam series period, where they're all like elite mech pilots and shit.
So he's basically like a commander. Like
yes.
This is a commander unit.
He's very much like he always compares himself to the king in a chessboard. The king doesn't move that. It's not very good for combat, but the king is the whole most important piece. If that makes sense.
I'm just reading up on the wiki and like I see all these abilities, like all like the hand, like the wrist mounted lasers and the chest mounted.
Yeah, like let me get you right. It's a very, from what I understand, it's a very
really combat effective.
It's a very impressive mech. Don't get me wrong. It's just that Lelouch barely never wins against another powerful named character that is also a very good pilot. He's just not a good pilot. That's not Lelouch's thing.
So he's a better strategist than a pilot.
Yeah, basically. But this mech is very powerful to make up for all of that weakness. It's just like it's very powerful. Like
so
it's very much like a
garage.
Huh? Yeah. He's all garage. No piloting skill. He's a hard lock user. He doesn't quick boost on time. he doesn't run. He doesn't use the proper tactics like running away when you have the AP advantage. Like he's not very skilled. He would never play lightweight.
He'd be really good at threes though.
Yeah, basically, he's very good at threes. Like he would. Yes, exactly. But anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like this person who really likes bread has done a really good job overall with the AC, and I feel like compared to the original, like if you look at the last picture, he's also they've also attached a picture of the reference.
I like how they used a red.
Close with it.
They use like the HAL core to show the big wings in the back. I like that.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially with the color separation on the back of Halcor, that's really good. The exact shade of red is a bit off from the pictures, but I'm actually red-green colorblind, so what do I do?
Yeah, also, Nova, I don't know if I could show this. What the fuck did you randomly send me? I'm some really short person with a katana. What is this? What did you just send me? I'm not sure if I could show that on stream. I don't, what is going on here? Why is this, anyways, whatever. Nova just trolling me. Alright, so, dwarf. Yes, okay,
what
sure. No, that's just a
mean?
really short guy with a katana. He's half naked. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, this for PC. Yes, this is for PC, and this is a share code if you'd like it. This is the Shinkuro from I Like Bread in French.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of really smart, like you said, with like Halcor. I feel like there's a lot of really smart parts usage to kind of replicate the overall silhouette of the build, like the original.
Yeah.
Especially with you know, knocked arms for like the kind of like flowy elbow section, like sharp elbow sections, like HAL legs, or they could have used VP422 legs, but they've chosen HAL in this case. And I especially like the use of Mind Alpha Head for the more like rounded dome kind of structure, I guess. I'm not sure what that purple bump there on the original is, but I'm assuming that's some kind of sensor or whatever. And Mind Alpha like really pulls its weight in kind of replicating the whole look there.
I honestly wish Mind Alpha was better as a head because it's such a good looking head. Look, both our ACs have already used it because it looks cool. It has like the round eyes. It has like the little back thing. Like it's good looking.
It has like half a halo. Like
it has half a halo, and it looks cool. Yeah. But it has everything. But all the weapons are also thematic from what I see. Like the Shinkuro shoots a lot of red lasers from a distance. Like it's like, and I see that it kind of does all of that, so it's wonderful. Like all the weapons are very thematic. Yeah.
They've said in their description thing that like what each weapon corresponds to in like the actual like original. So
all hail Britannia, all hail Lelouch, 2 wrist-mounted Hadron cannons, chest-mounted diffusion. Oh god, that's a long name. Diffusion structure phase transition cannon, AK zero beam.
They probably wrote the initial part for all like the mech nerds who are like, ooh, the diffusion structure phase transition cannon has like 2 million gigawatts, and then for like the normal people they say zero beam.
Yeah, let's see. Let's take it here. Here's a look at for all y'all for what this mech is based off of. Like here's some more detailed pictures. Oh, there's the purple thing. There's a purple thing that like we see on the top of the Mind Beta head. Yeah, it is there.
So is it some kind of like sensor or something?
I have no clue.
Know, like Zero's helmet is supposed to kind of look the same
as
the next head, but I'm not sure what the connection is or what the deal with the purple section is. Is it just like for show, or is there an actual purpose?
I'm not sure, but he does have the shield that this mech seems to have. We unfortunately don't have any purple shields, but we do see that it has like the red laser beams that it likes to fire.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, like gold and purple are really nice symbols of royalty.
Purple's always been a symbol for royalty.
For the cave, like
and gold for the status. Yeah.
And like the red on the back kind of looks like a cave.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
Titan, you can just post in the armored drip thread, like armored drip channels, or when the next challenge goes up, just post in that post in the drip challenge thread.
Okay, but yeah.
Is there anything you want to add, or
I think that's about it. Like, I think that's about it. Like, it does. I don't see any particular decals. Maybe they use one for the red to color the red stuff here, but despite the lack of decals, like it's very good usage of colors, just like the previous one.
Yeah, it is very authentic to the original line art, but I feel like that it is kind of a double-edged sword in a sense, because if you copy the original line art, you can't really add that much of your own detail. And to that, if you go to the Google Images tab you just had open, like, do you still have it open?
I already closed it.
Can you open it back up? Because I think there's a picture of the metal build Shinkuro that I think can be a really good example.
Okay,
Like,
I see here, yeah.
You can see, you can see that a lot of the metal build designs are kind of amped up and like more stylized versions of the original, right? And usually metal builds have more additional decals and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes when people do cosplays of more simple designs, they could lean in more on the what people call the metal build aesthetic, which is a lot more detailed and stuff. Like, if they wanted to add more detail, then they could kind of use those as the basis rather than the original line art, which gives them a lot more kind of freedom to add details without compromising on the authenticity of the build.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Because the issue is, like, when you add details that aren't in the original, it starts to become, you wonder if that starts to go stray further away. But the problem with the problem with cosplay builds on like animation, right, is that the details are very simple, so that it's easier to animate.
Yeah.
So you got to add more details, like, without feeling like it strays too much from the original. Yeah.
Definitely. And I feel like, obviously, there's the original line art, but ultimately the original line art is there to be like an animation reference for the animators, so it's gonna be more simple than what the designer has originally cooked up.
Yeah, like the concept art and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go ahead and move on, because
it's a great build, and it's really authentic and simple. I don't think simple means bad.
No, it's not bad. Simple is not bad. Like, it's simple, like, it be effective with what you use, and that's good enough.
Definitely, and they've definitely done that, I think, which is why I think they've done reasonably well in the community vote.
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going at a little bit of a faster pace. We can't. We're spending about 15 minutes per. Let's see if we could like shorten that a little bit.
All right.
Cool. So what's next?
Yeah, so next is the Unicorn Gundam by Graham. So the Unicorn Gundam is the main protagonist suit of the Gundam Unicorn anime, as obvious, like, for obvious reasons. So overall, I think it's pretty decent build, and has basically the right shades of color, especially that like the yellow for the head fins. I always appreciate when people like use like the Alba horns as like Gundam fins. And the shade of white is nice, and personally, maybe this is a hot take, just like a disclaimer, this isn't targeted at you, but I really appreciate Gundam cosplays that aren't full Alba set reprints, like repaints.
I see.
But yeah, this is just a personal preference thing, obviously, but I really appreciate
I actually have
how
a unicorn
they
thing.
use...
Let me just turn it on. There we go.
Nice. I'm not trying to criticize you, man. I'm just saying.
I do have a criticism.
So
I do have a critique, though. So if you told me this was supposed to be Unicorn Gundam, I actually would not have guessed it that easily, because I know what this is. I've seen the whole series. It's not that long. Or at least the original part of it, the original run of it. Like, I know what this is. So guys, if you don't know, the Unicorn Gundam has like several forms. This is like its activated version, where like it starts to have a lot of magic science, hocus technology going on when it activates with all the red stuff. But otherwise, it's fully closed. All the red parts are not shown. So it kind of like shells up in a way. But like, I feel like, you know Prilica's build, right? Prilica's Prilica, like a lot of ACs use really good glow to make it seem like it has an artificial light on it.
We'll get to that with the winner
I feel like,
later.
yeah, but like we're talking about this one in particular. I think they could have used glowy decals because
Oh,
it just looks like
definitely.
it's paint on metal rather than giving it a sense that these are supposed to be lights. Like the red parts are supposed to glow
Yeah.
against the red. In the dark, it's supposed to illuminate stuff. It's supposed to look like coral, honestly. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I
it
was going
looks
to
like
mention
paint,
that, but
you know?
yeah. So I feel like when I say simple, this is what I mean, right? Like all the kind of details that need to be there are there,
Mm-hmm.
but they could have done more to kind of like zhuzh up the red so that it actually felt like it was glowing psycho frame, which is the part like what the glowing parts are called anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one thing I do also really like though is how the 61 PS shield on the shoulder there.
Yeah.
If you could go to a picture that shows it, maybe the assembly screen picture, like the first one. Sorry,
Okay.
picture number one.
I see, yeah,
Yeah,
like
there we
it's
go.
supposed to be
Yeah.
the shield, so it's kind of like using the game's limitations to still represent that this is the shield. I see that it just like how the shield opens up to red, it shows that the
Yeah.
shield is also red.
I really like that part, and I really like kind of out of box thinking like that. So that part I think is a job well done. But like you said, you could have really leaned into the styling and made the red sections glow, like red decals glow. But also, I feel like they could have, even when you look at the source image, like there's a lot of kind of warning decals in gray and stuff that are like segmented apart by the armor, especially
Yeah, I see it, I see it.
and on like the knees and like the shins and stuff. So I feel like they could have really leaned into that part and added those decals as well to kind
Yeah,
of round out the overall look.
indeed, indeed.
Yeah, but overall, it's basic, but like it's a good starting point,
Yeah, it's a good
and
starting
like it's a
point,
really good
absolutely.
starting point, honestly. Like if they just made the decals glow, it would be fantastic. Like not saying that it isn't fantastic, but it would be even more fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, next one,
Okay, okay.
like next entry. I mean, yeah.
So we have
So
another Gundam cosplay, but this one is
yes,
for
yes.
this is the basic GM mech. Oh, let's go.
Well, well, actually, it's not the basic gym. No, just kidding.
Okay, I mean
So this
it's
one,
something, some variant of it. Like you don't, I bet you don't know every damn variant of the
try me.
basic. Oh my god.
Anyways, so this one's the Gym Cold Districts type by Char-Grilled. So the Gym Cold Districts type is basically like a regular gym that's been retrofitted to cold climates, so like Arctic climates, and so all of the
Ah.
joints and stuff has been like reinforced with like coverings, and their internals have been upgraded to have like better heating systems, etc. And this one in particular features in Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket, which is my absolute favorite piece of UC like OVA.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, babe, it's a fantastic series. Everyone, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's a really good show. It's really short and sweet and bittersweet, more like. But, anyways,
I see.
I
Real
love
quick, let me
like
let me just
suits as well.
let me just
Oh,
interrupt you real
sorry.
quick. So, some people were just explaining what the or unicorn does from earlier. Uh,
Yeah.
that's not the song I wanted. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Okay. So apparently,
Yo, why the
wait.
Gundam Unicorn sequel is just narrative and it sucked.
Uh, but the point is a new type destroyer where a pilot makes a mobile suit move like an extension of their body for set limited time. Unless the pilot has unlocked their potential, they can stay in that form as long as he wishes. I see. Wait a minute, that's hilarious because Armored Core from... I don't know if they do that in Armored Core 6, but in Armored Core 4 Answer, like, that was the AC... AMS system, I think. Have you ever
Yeah,
played 4 Answer?
basically.
Yeah, where it moves like an extension of their body.
I feel like a lot
Oh.
of like Ultimate Gundam systems do that. Like if you think about like what new types do and what cyber new types do, that's kind of a basic kind of part of the mecha genre if you think about it.
Mhm.
So I'm not surprised there
Yeah.
that 4 Answer also has similar elements.
Yeah, it looks like the creator is here. Real quick, can I ask you a question, Charles? Do you have HDR on? Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, they do
To like
actually.
the grayscale
They
on
did
purpose?
actually explain in the comments, but I deleted it for like brevity because to not fill up the thread. But yeah, like I think they, because the assembly picture isn't in HDR.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, they did
the
it on
effect is
purpose.
actually intentional.
Yeah.
Like, from what I understand, because the kind of setting that the Gym Cold Districts is in is kind of like a snowy, like drab kind of atmosphere, because the scene that they appear in isn't attack on kind of like a... Okay, preface. In the Universal Century timeline, Australia is destroyed. Rip me.
Okay.
But yeah, because it's been basically essentially turned into like a wasteland.
Uh-huh.
The base that they attack, like Torrington, right now it's just like on like a nice sunny coast, but in the UC timeline, it's basically like a snowy wasteland. So like an icy and snowy wasteland because of like the climate change that's ensued after the colony drop. So that's why the cold districts types have been deployed there to that base. And I think using the HDR mode, they've been, like, if you look at the that picture on that row, yeah, like that kind of atmosphere in Australia. Think about it. But anyways, I think they were trying to replicate the kind of like more like gray, washed out drab in the original animation.
Yeah,
itself.
I see it. I
That's what
see
I'm
it.
guessing,
Yeah.
with the HDR mode, and I honestly, that's really, really creative.
That's very clever.
Kind of like use the game fucking up because of HDR.
I will say it's really funny to me though that no matter what, I'm just saying, guys, these things are cool, but no matter what variant they come in, their job is to be destroyed by Zaku's.
Yes.
They're cool, don't get me wrong, but they always, every scene I see them in, they just get destroyed by Zaku's, man.
Like, one of these in particular has an especially brutal death scene in which the one, like a Xeon suit, shoots the arm of one of them, and it kind of like halfway detaches, but not fully. So the cables linking the top of the arm to the bottom of the arm are still connected, and thus the firing signal is still like playing. So the recoil of the gun kicks the gun into the path of the cockpit, and it kills its own pilot.
Oh no. Yeah, because Gundam is kind of an interesting case of, you know, Gundam is very much like an interesting case of, like children's toys, trying to sell children's toys but also having an anti-war message in there. So it's like, these pretty Gundams
the first
are
of its kind.
Yeah, and then just getting brutally destroyed, and which is inevitable as like time goes by. People want more like there will be a more brutal like take on the whole like that part of fiction. So I think that's pretty neat. But yeah, like this thing, I like the pictures that I like that they mess with the pictures by turning on HDR on purpose. Like I think that's really creative. You see these pictures, they actually did they damaged their AC on purpose to show off like a more grizzled look, which I actually think you should have taken, in my opinion, I would have taken more pictures with it being damaged, because it fits the washed out like World War I picture look of the whole thing. It looks very clean when like there's no damage on it, like a little too clean to the point that you see that there's like no details being shown. It's very hard to see the details on the legs and stuff. So I would say I would actually say you were onto something when you put the damage on it here, because now the details pop every little bit. But I do appreciate that, yeah.
Sorry. In like model building, there's a term called dry brushing, where you basically take black or gray paint and kind of brush it over parts with like a dry brush, which is where it gets its name from, to kind of look like scratches, and but the main purpose is to accent the details. And what Shardworld has done here is basically use the natural weathering, like progressive weathering of the game, as to add a kind of dry brushing effect on there. And I think it's really effective and really cool because it's so stylized.
Exactly. And maybe they could have messed around with some of the, maybe I would have messed around with, like the material filters where like they make it look more rusted. Maybe they could have messed around with some of the lighter ones to make some of the details pop, but that's just a guess. But overall, I like the, again, another simple but goes very far design. You only see a few
simple
decals,
and
but
effective.
Yeah, like I don't think I would have done any other part differently if I was trying to cosplay this build.
Yeah,
I suppose except for the legs,
the one
maybe.
thing I'd personally use either like Melander C3 or like
because the HAL legs are very fancy. Like they look like the Gundam legs.
Scream Gundam.
Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, given it's like the mecha designer that made HAL, that makes sense. But overall, nice weapon loadout that actually replicates it fully. Even the use of the Gochen, because the machine gun that this gym uses has an underslung grenade launcher.
Oh,
so
that's why they have a grenade launcher on the back.
Like,
nice.
The actual use of like the weapons to fully replicate the loadout, that's a thing that I really like in cosplay builds.
Yeah. Oh,
personally.
Apparently Dakus are actually weaker than GMs. Is that true?
Specs wise, on average, yes.
Really? That means it's just all skill.
Yes.
Damn, that's impressive. Wait, that's so cool. What some HG models comes with the bazooka too. Yeah, I've seen those. Like, yeah, they just have these big traditional, single hull bazookas.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I think it's a pretty simple build, but the photos they've taken actually make it a really effective one.
Yeah.
And I love the anime it's from, and I love grunt suits again, so this one does have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, like it's very well done. It's simple because it's what it's basing it off of. It's simple. It's that easy.
Again, they could have added more of their own decals because if you look at master grade Gundams, they always add a lot of additional kind of warning symbols and stuff. But
yeah, because even if that's not part of the original, it makes it feel more real.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that warning symbols, they do start to get a little too much, like when they're absolutely everywhere. But there's a reason why a lot of people spam them, because they look good.
Yeah, exactly. Everything in moderation, though, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. To Cyclones. Or are we doing something else?
No, we're going on to the Strike Freedom by King Crimson Cyclone.
And this was the only one on the Xbox, I believe, right?
Yeah, so really props to them for kind of playing with the PC boys.
All right, Crimson, it's good for you to join us. We're about to roast you. All right, Inhibitor, take it away.
Oh, wait, they're here? Oh, you're here.
Roast them.
Anyways.
I'm kidding. Go for it. Anyways.
But yeah, anyways.
So Strike Freedom. This is from Gundam Seed.
Yeah, it's from Gundam Seed Destinies, to be specific.
This is Kira's American Freedom Gundam. The power of having a billion guns all at once.
Yeah, pretty much. So I feel like, given the limitations on console trick making, because there's I don't know if this is true or not, but my perception is that there's a lot less resources for Xbox players. They don't really have as many decals that people have loaded, so they can't really use other people's things as easily. Whereas with the PC community, there's a lot more resources out there and a lot more things to draw from. So given the limitations, I feel like they've done a reasonably good job at replicating the original design.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
and I also really like the use of soups as Gundam wings.
Yeah, I mean I think that's a pretty obvious choice.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I will say, maybe the colors are too bright. If you look at the reference picture, the colors are actually vaguely muted, so it doesn't look so bright. Even the blue is very dark blue. That's the one thing I remember from Strike Freedom, is that it has a very dark blue. Not like midnight, but it's got it's very dark. And here it's extremely colorful, freshly painted type thing. Yeah.
So I feel like the colors could be more tweaked, but I think they were basing it off the if you look at the actual like model kit colors, like especially the master grade, and or look at the original artwork, I think it's a bit closer. So I don't want to like say that it's
It is brighter
like
in
it's inaccurate.
in some like model kits, it seems.
Yeah, like for that one, you can see that the blue is a lot like deeper.
I would argue it's still a bit too strong though. Like compared this blue to this, it's still a bit darker. So that's my point. Just a little bit
Yeah.
darker would have worked. But
overall, I think
the
it's
red is
closer.
actually yeah, it's still it is closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to the anime, it seems a bit darker. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I feel like the one thing I'd say is that, uh, since this like one of the more iconic parts of the Strike Freedom is that its joints are gold, and that's because it's been like coated with a special like layer
Oh
of
yeah, I
like
see it.
anti-beam refractive material, and
Yeah,
like
and I
that
don't.
like reinforces the armor.
Yeah, I don't
So
see it here.
I'm not really seeing a lot of gold on it.
Not at all. It's
except
only on the
the
wings.
maybe. Yeah. So honestly, when I first saw it, it read more as the original Freedom Gundam to me, which doesn't have any of the gold. So I feel like if they kind of leaned into it really, like I understand that sometimes if you change the color of the frame, you'll color other parts that you don't actually want to color, which is really annoying. Please fix this, FromSoft. But
Yeah. I know, like, when it comes to this, when it comes to the specific issue of you want to color exactly one part, but it's going to color like 50 others if you use the coloring tab instead of a decal, use a decal. Like, use a simple square decal or something to really, like, do that.
but
Yeah,
I
you're really going to
honestly
have
feel
to,
like
like...
sometimes with the decals, because of the limited amount of like places you can actually put them, because you can't put them on frame parts, you can only put them on like the main layer and the sub layer, so that itself limits where you can actually like use decals. So I understand that like if they didn't want to compromise the overall look and make like too many parts gold, then
Yeah.
I can understand why they haven't
Yeah,
done
but
it.
no, I think it would have worked out though, in my opinion, because first of all, they are saying it's just strike freedom, not the regular freedom, and I think some
Yeah.
gold at the center would have really, in some areas, would have made the thing pop a lot more. So, and you can make gold by making the metal very shiny, the material,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like increasing its reflection, and of course making it yellow.
Yep.
But yeah, real quick, let me just read some comments. Like, what are they checking out in the community? Hey, I don't know how to read your name, but we are just going over the community drip challenge. You could join our Discord if you'd like to participate in the next one. But essentially, we did a little bit of a drip challenge type thing where we're taking a look at all the entrants and eventually the winner right now.
Yeah. All right. Ah, I see. That makes sense, Cyclo. That's unfortunate, but
It's very tricky. I get it.
yeah. I
But it
feel
would have
like
helped
in
though.
this case, I would have personally just said, yeah, I'm gonna make it the regular freedom. Just
Yeah, I
like,
think the regular freedom
yeah.
might have been closer, but at the same time, I do like the strike freedom better because it's got more colors in it that like just make it pop, make each part pop.
Freedom's a downgrade,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Fair enough. Anyways, let's go. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, so the next one is so Yoi, it's your time. It's your Exia R4, because like the ones there are
Here it is.
in the top 6, but
Oh,
like,
this is
there we
Exia.
go.
Okay, I have the theme for that too. All right.
Yeah, so basically this one in particular held in the hands and turned into pistols, which is like the original, like the Exia's whole shtick is having like gun blades basically. So
Yeah.
he's basically used the pistols to represent them, which I think is a nice touch.
Inhibit your
What am I
wrong,
wrong?
said Yo-Wai. The GN bayonets are on the back waist.
Well, Subi. Sorry.
anyways, yeah, I like this. Like, I
Yeah,
like
get
that
my
you.
point.
I overall just like that Yo-Wai here used like some creative like weapons to kind of depict what is clearly not possible if you try to one-on-one it. Like, we don't have a giant shield sword thing on the right side shoulder. So, but representing that with the orbits and the colliquids is a very clever idea.
Yeah. I would have personally also chosen Yule for the slightly bigger, like for the slightly chunkier kind of shape on the right side, because it's basically the same shape as the laser orbit.
And I do get what you mean by fully using the Alba set, because it is the Gundam set, quote unquote.
Yeah, and like it kind of irks me more because the designer of the Alba set did also work on 00.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The guy who designed Exia.
Yeah. And Graham is Blondie? Yes, he is, I believe.
Yeah.
He's very scarred, though.
He has this really cool scar in like when he pilots the R4 because of lore shenanigans.
Yeah. Anyways.
But anyways, I feel like it's a pretty good representation. I especially appreciate the white lining on the left shoulder to kind of match the line art. But
yeah.
I feel like lining decals should be distributed across the whole suit.
Yeah, it adds more detail that isn't there. It's
Yeah.
like I think so too, especially when you have such strong colors that wear out, that show like that kind of blot out the black little crevices. You make your own crevices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like definitely 100%. Yeah, but apart from that, it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. One other thing I'd say is that the left arm, like if you look on the original picture, the left arm has a lot of these like purple sections that like represent the kind of exposed frame. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, the last like there, like you see like the clear sections on like the inside of the elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like if Yo-Wai added those
False
decals
lights.
there,
Some fault green
Yeah,
false lights would have really helped.
Yeah.
Like putting it like right here, like between the elbow like area. I think that would have been really good. And it's also a bit of a rust, like a kind of hard to describe, but it's not quite black, but it's represented as black here. Maybe I actually think the fact that this isn't purely black really helps the whole look. So I think like maybe that like kind of really
it's like almost like a purplish black color.
yeah, it's like a purplish black, reddish black, like purple. Yeah, purplish black is the
Those
best way to do it.
decalable areas. Oh my god, I hate Alba set for
Really?
Drift.
Damn,
I
that's
hate Alba
unfortunate.
set so much. Like
Damn.
Alba head is honestly like the best part of the thing for Drift. The rest is actual garbage. I'm sorry.
Really? I didn't know that, yo. I
Just
damn, that
almost
sucks.
on the
Really?
chest, you see those like white sections like on like the ab area, like the abs, like the white sections on the abs. Those cannot accept decals.
Why? Damn,
Because
I did not know that.
FromSoft are stupid.
No, I mean, don't call them stupid, but yeah, I get what you mean. Like, oh my.
Like, like, they're not stupid, but what's the point of getting a famous Gundam designer to come design an AC and not let us decal it like a full Gundam? You can't change the vent, like the chest vent colors, without changing the entire like frame color. either.
Yeah, I did not know that. It had such limitations. I never decalled on an Alba frame specifically. Damn.
Anyways, let's move on to save time.
All right.
What's next? Oh, next is my entry actually.
At the very top? Oh no.
Low, down below the nose.
Oh, you mean this one at the very top, the example that you showed over here?
There we go.
I'm kidding. Let's see. I have inhibit progress.
No, not that one.
This is the
Like, it's the red one.
SSC
Yeah.
Monarch on the PC, based off of. Oh, is this a Lancer? Oh, it's Lancer.
is.
Yo.
Yeah. But yeah, not to toot my own horn too much, but I sent the build to the AC6 thread in the main Lancer Discord, and people said it was the best representation of this mech they've seen. So
Okay.
just kidding, not to not to harp on that much, but I feel like I selected parts that I think represented pretty well, especially like the Mind Beta for the domed head, and the VP46 arms for the kind of rounded shoulders, and especially the Firmeza legs for the toes, the mecha toes. I really leaned into the Firmeza.
That's why you chose it. I was like, oh, the legs look a little. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, and you see the missiles on the shoulders. I see it. I see it.
And
Okay.
the missiles are orange as well, like the original.
Oh, very well done. Okay.
Yeah. I did spend a lot of time tweaking the red and the white to be the exact shade.
Yeah,
like,
the colors
white
are
is actually
accurate.
a bit cream. Like the white is actually like kind of pinkish, creamish, and like the red is like a deep crimson. So that took a lot of eyeballing and tweaking. One thing I do want to say that I could have done a lot better on though is like with the decals, because besides making up like a lore relevant model number for it, because it doesn't actually have like a model number in universe, but I made one up that I think makes a lot of sense, and I also made a decal for the like SSC, which stands for the Smith Shimano Corporation, one of the big four of the Lancer universe that make mechs. But I was originally planning on actually making their like full logo, which kind of looks like a weird like sci-fi futuristic like lotus kind of shape, but I just ran out of time and I just kind of phoned it in, honestly.
Let's see,
Like all the decals are really simple. I've used them on my other builds before.
Oh, it's like a flower thing. This one right here. Ah, the Smith Shimano Corpo logo.
Yeah, that thing. And I feel like if I actually had that on the the center of the core, that would have really made it apparent what it was, and it would have made it even better. But yeah, I feel like the colors are nice. Decals are kind of half-assed to be honest.
No, but it looks good. The colors are like the key thing here. Like I love exactly where the colors would be is actually on the mech. Really well. I see that you put little details as well on the shoulder, and I think on the leg, and like maybe even the chest as well. I see that you put these little decals that like make it pop a little bit. Love that.
Yeah, it's another thing I really like to do is use the decals as color separation. Like if I don't like change entire sections of color, I'll use the decals to kind of distribute the color throughout the frame as well.
Yeah, and I like that like this robot is a missile platform, so it actually supports 3 missiles, like one on the left hand. Even though it's not shown here, you figured that was a really good weapon to put in there. Yeah.
I mean, I'm basically basing it off of the because I do have a Monarch player in the campaign I'm actually playing right now, and they have so many missiles. It's not even kidding. Like, I'm not even kidding. So, like, why would I kind of skimp out on the amount of missiles, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, and you did really good with the pictures too. But the colors are definitely like the winners here. The colors are exactly where they need to be. You put a few decals to add some detail. Like, very well done. You replicated the colors very nicely.
Thank you.
It's not even pure white, right? Is it pure white?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not pure white, and that's why I like this, because it's not pure white here too. It's got a slight shade to it.
It's from the TTRPG called Lancer.
Think of D&D with robots.
The gameplay's more like XCOM. Like, it's a lot more like tactical and nitty gritty than like your average like roll for initiative D&D 5e.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways. Okay. Shall we finally move on to our top 6 here?
All right. I downloaded those, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we're starting off with Viper by KTN, actually.
All right, by our resident winner. Oh my God, are those medals?
Yeah, they're actually his Panda Cup medals. I'm not sure why he added them. But,
He added them because
I
he wants to show off.
Well, that for sure. But also, I feel like not feel like I actually talked to him and asked him about it, and he said that he thought they looked kind of like accolades or like kill markings or like something that like a pilot would put on their like fighter jet or something. So
Yeah,
I think
I see it here.
if you think about that kind of intention, I think it's a cool touch. But
Dude, look at
it's
the
not
look at the
accurate to
decal
like,
on its
original.
chest, though. Look.
Yeah, okay. I really want
that.
to like point that out because if you look at Viper's original design, right, he has the Apex Predator logo on the front of his Titan. Sorry, this is from Titanfall 2, by the way. But if you look at the original, they have the Apex Predators logo, or the Apex Legends logo now, I guess, on the chest. And basically, for Titans, their head and body are kind of one piece. So here, KTN's really smartly used the kind of barrel head to kind of complete the skull of the Apex Predator logo, like the white on the barrel head.
Yeah, I thought I saw it here. Give me a sec. Logo. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's what that is. I see.
Yeah,
there.
so you can see how like the logo on the chest of Viper, like his Titan.
Look at that. Yeah, I see the decal.
Yeah,
See if there's anything on the back.
because the actual original design uses the kind of head area to kind of complete the horns of the logo, and he's used the kind of side bits of Varel head to do the same, and I think that's really, really cool touch, in my opinion.
And then he puts a little bit of decals here and there to kind of show, like, add more places to look at, like these little red triangles that speed his life on all four legs, I'm assuming, or at least two of them. Hard to see.
The triangles are actually part of the original design, so I like how
it's a
he
mech.
kind of incorporated that. I feel like while like obviously because Viper pilots a North Star Titan, and the North Star Titan is obviously like a biped, so like it's not exactly accurate in that regard, but because Viper, like, if has anyone not played Titanfall 2 at this point? Like, if you're a mech fan and you haven't played Titanfall 2, are you a mech fan? This is ironic that I'm saying it because I haven't watched Code Geass, but whatever. Anyways, I feel like pro tip on this map: if you go into the city area on the left instead of like, if you go into the city area on like the left side of like where you spawn, not directly towards student pilot, you can have really like nice shaded areas with like some like nice abandoned buildings that you can take really nice photos at.
Sounds good. Oh, hello Freya, good to see you. Ronan was my fave.
Not this section, but this section also looks really good.
That doesn't matter. The point I wanted to show was
that
the point I wanted to show was when you have a Lammergeier build, one of the weird benefits that Lammergeier legs have that other legs don't is the transformation. How good does it look post transform? You know, and it looks
that
great.
Does look really good.
Look at that. The two triangles line up. Like, you see the white and red. You get to see every detail on the leg when it's transformed.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, which KTN would definitely put in, because KTN is always in this mode. So preferably.
Yeah.
So look at this.
Feel like even though it's not like this build is not a biped, obviously, I think the lamb legs are actually a great fit for a cosplay like this because of Viper's emphasis on like infinite flight in like his boss battle, which is really represented well by lamb legs. So I think like in a way he's been more authentic to the original than if he had just made it like biped legs.
Oh, so it's like he's adding his own spin to it. Plus Vavictus, is that also part of the Titanfall or Apex?
That I'm not sure, but he's kind of cosplaying the original in his own way, in the sense that like it's a more functional resemblance than an actual like visual resemblance in the legs, which I really appreciate because it's a different way of thinking about cosplay.
Mm-hmm. I see.
But yeah, just look at this thing.
Very nice. I love the red shine. I love the white, like the color. There's just enough decals so that it doesn't look empty. It's KTN's own spin on it. This is very nice. I understand now why it's one of the winners.
I feel like the luster on the paint that he's put on also reflects the kind of red glow from the coral generator really well as well.
Yeah.
Like if you look, wait, go into AB again.
Oh.
Yeah, just if you look at.
Look at that. Very nice. It bounces off the shiny red parts very nicely. It kind of emphasizes
it just looks
the areas.
so menacing.
It does. Very, very nice. But yes, we do need to have more transformable ACs, Kuro Arena. It's true.
Oh yeah.
I hope we have more transformable parts in the future because they're so sick. That's why I like Tetrapod so much, because they have like the hover mode.
Yeah. From what I understand though, like transforming parts are kind of rare in AC.
I know they are. Like they're a gimmick.
Yeah.
They're a gimmick. Like Tetrapods having them in the first place is weird. Like it's very much like a differentiation from how they used to be.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. This is very good. This is very, very nice. Love it. It's got a personal spin to it. It's got nice colors here and there to break it up. Maybe somewhere on the arms, maybe like some decals on the arms to like to emphasize some stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It does feel a bit
mechanical detail.
Yeah, it has like the minimum decals I would want on all the parts. Just a little bit more would have been nice, but apart from that, like it has a lot of good ass looking decals, and it's KTN's own spin on it. So he shows you a part of himself. It's self-expression.
Like I feel like even though there's technically a lot of design inaccuracies in it, I do like the personal spin on it, but unfortunately it makes it not accurate to the original. So yeah.
Alrighty, let's go on.
I think it's a nice balance to fit. Yeah. But anyways, next up is what was it called? Horizon Focus by Minot, which is a Tau battlesuit from the Farsight Enclaves.
This is a Warhammer reference. This is Commander Farsight.
Yeah.
This is also.
Do you want to take the lore part for this one, or?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest Warhammer guy ever, but from what I understand, in Warhammer 40k, there's a lot of races, and a lot of them focus on stuff, like melee combat or range combat. Tau, which Commander Farsight is a part of. Tau are infamously all ranged only. They are infamously very weak in melee engagements, and often made fun of as a result. But Commander Farsight is an exceptionally rare individual. Okay,
the melee Tau legend.
You see Tau. People, there's a joke that by Space Marines who use melee as well, that when Tau finally when Tau have these battle suits, they don't melee with them. They just put a bigger gun on it, and it's like complaining. But but Commander Farsight actually made his mech to be melee focused, so it's a very exceptionally rare individual in the Tau. Like the race of the Tau, and from what I understand, Tau, he's actually a rebel too, so he kind of doesn't believe in the whole Tau philosophy. Tau's whole thing is, hey, we're the good guys, join us, be like smart, but join
join our greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Commander Farsight realized that maybe it's not all's great with that kind of with some of the political machinations in the Tau style. Like, they're ruled by the ethereals, and who knows what they're up to, kind of thing. So yeah, I like this. This is a very clear Warhammer reference, and Minot is one of my favorite builders. Has the little decals just to kind of cut up the monotony. You see like the little bits of orange and red. Like, this is a very nice cosplay build, and of course the complete white head, and still some warning signs here and there, and the Tau logo, or his faction's logo, I think.
Yeah, I as like specifically, like
Oh.
Minot has said that it's not like technically a cosplay of any particular Tau battle suit. It does incorporate a lot of stylistic elements from a lot of different like battle suits and
Yeah,
such.
look at
But
this, like, look at
honestly,
these
I think
black dots here and there. Look
yeah,
at that.
I
Very
really
nice.
like that. Like it
Me
almost looks
too.
like pop art.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Like it's some really stylized shading that I think is what earned it in like the like top 6 place.
Yeah.
And
Also,
if you look
congratulations,
at the back of the
Reek Havoc.
legs,
Like, congratulations,
like
Reek Havoc.
the
Sorry, you go, yeah.
decals on the back of the legs, the warning decals, are actually asymmetrical. Like the back of the knees.
Oh, yeah,
like they're different on each side.
Minot's very good with asymmetrical like type designs.
Yeah,
It's really
definitely.
nice.
I think this one plays to like a lot of his strengths. Like you have the kind of dotted shading on the shoulders. You have which like adds subgradients and like stylistic elements. And then one thing, and like obviously, one thing that he does really well is like choosing colors each time, and obviously he's kind of chosen some really nice Farsight Enclave colors for his build.
Yeah, it's very accurate to what a painted model might look like, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Absolutely love that.
Speaking of like the model part, even though it's not like specifically a cosplay of any particular build, one of the best things I've seen in the 40k hobby is their kind of willingness to kit bash their minis.
Yes.
And honestly, I feel like this kind of leans into that kind of spirit.
Yes, exactly. Like, dude, not everyone paints the same way. Like, even from the same chapter, the same character, at the same time. Like, love that. And of course, the weapons are all very, very like they're all very Tau-like laser weapons.
Yeah.
Tau love high tech,
especially like the
laser
drones. Tau
weapons.
love drones. Like
I will say one thing though. Doesn't Commander Farsight have a melee weapon though? Like a melee sword? Maybe like a Moonlight would have really helped here, or like a Redshift. No, probably
I feel
Moonlight.
like one thing that the laser pistol does do well is that like you see that underbarrel section that almost looks like a blade.
I guess, yeah, but it's a really
Yeah.
big sword though. Like Commander Farsight has a giant melee weapon to his mech, so that is an interesting little choice there. I might
Yeah.
have put a Moonlight on the left side because like he does have like a really big physical blade, which that makes Farsight different from the other Tau battle mechs that are also red like this. But yeah, like this is a really nice base design for a Tau battle mech.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think it's not supposed to be like Commander Farsight's personal battle suit though. I think it's just like part of his group.
Maybe,
So-
maybe. Because it is true that
Yeah.
Commander Farsight is kind of basically the only guy who does melee. It's not even like his
Yeah.
group. Like it's just him. He's him.
It's just him.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at that. The colors are very nice. Like I know that he probably fussed over the material, the kind of material that he put on it. Like, oh my god, love it. Like his attention to detail never fails to disappoint.
Yeah, same. I really actually one thing that I think is really underrated is his placement of the Tau symbol on the circular parts on the side of Tianqiang legs. Sorry,
Yeah,
can you
the
go back to-
orange. Yeah, and it's also the Tau
Yeah.
symbol. It looks like the Tau symbol again. Like, look.
No, it is the
So
Tau
good.
symbol.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Like, I
it-
really like the use of like in kind of usage of original mechanical detail that's already there, and then using it to like kind of emphasize the design of it.
Yeah. Love
So,
it.
I think that really just kind
This
of
is-
brings like a degree to respect to the original design that the original mecha designer
does.
has, and like kind of adds to it in his own way, which I think is a really nice touch.
This is a very good cosplay. Like I've seen these
It is
suits.
very
Like I've
good.
seen a lot of these painted suits and like in real life, like the painted miniatures, and this really does look like it fits in. It's got like that bulk. It's got the kind of alien tech like look to it because of all the
Yeah.
little tribal markings that like the Tau like to put on their suits. It's got all the
Like
it's
the
got
white
all the
stripes,
nice
right?
Yeah, it looks so good. And yeah, like this is Very nice. This is very nice.
That shade of red is awesome. It's like almost orange.
Yeah, it really does look like someone painted it on. It's so good. Love it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to the next one. What do we have next?
Actually, one last thing I do want to point out is a lot of Tau battlesuits do have that like kind of antenna on like the side of the head, and I think Milaner C3, like that head is a really good choice for that, just to kind of replicate the antenna on the side of the head.
Yeah, it's got that little thing. Yeah, too bad we can't add like stabilities type stuff. You know what I mean? If you would like to see, Titan, if you would like to join, get our share codes, go ahead and join our. Just go to our Discord server. You could find KTN's Viper there. Inhibit, you there? Inhibit? Oh, internet cut out. You might have to leave the call and come back. Yeah, we're gonna have to. It looks like Inhibit, you know, went away. Inhibit died. No, his internet died. Look how fucked up the decals get. Isn't that funny when like you just load it like this? There you go, Fix. See, his inhibition's kicked in. My God. All right, but this is a very good looking model. All right, are you back, Inhibit? Inhibit?
Yeah.
Inhibit? Okay, there you are. Okay. All right, Inhibit. You there? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I got colony drop. I guess so. Did he get assassinated by the Tau? What happened?
Sorry, am I back?
Yeah. Moby codes don't work cross-platform. Then I can't give. Well, it doesn't matter if I give you the code, then, Titan. But if you mean like the red color, here, let me just quickly look at the. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, all right.
If you, real quick, I just want to show.
For a second, I don't know
yeah.
why.
Here's the red color, the exact red color that he uses. So here you go. It's 133.40 0, and then reflectiveness 0.2, luster 0.4. There you go. Okay, yeah, someone was just asking me about the colors. All right, Inhibit, are you there?
Yep, I am.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the EVA model.
I genuinely don't know what happened.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, so next up is 9 Balls Ego Mimicry.
Give me a sec.
We don't have the share code for that one.
Yeah, give me a sec. So let me I'm just showing them off here. It's 120.00 1.0. All right, so yeah, I don't have the pictures for this one, so I'm gonna have to go to Discord.
I'll let you know if he responds with the like to my DM, but
yeah. Let's see. I'm looking it up. Where's
it's
the
the first one actually.
Really? All right, here it is. Yep, I don't have to share over this one. He deleted it. I don't know why. We're just gonna have to do it like this. Nothing there has put on Rusty. During the act of wearing on Rusty, their bones were scattered across the floor. Nothing there now, assuming the shape of Rusty. That's a lot of Rusties making noises from its still displaced bones every time it takes a step. And many shells cried out one word: manager. What? I don't get this one. I don't know what it's referencing.
Okay, so basically, this one, like egos, from what I understand, in like the lore of Limbus Company, where this is from, they're basically like kind of the manifestations of eldritch beings that people can like call upon to act as like armor and like weapons and like just like tools of combat. So on that technicality, because I was allowing kind of like exosuits and like armors like to be counted as mechs as well, so I let this one in on a technicality, and I'm really glad I did, because just look at this thing, right?
It is very nicely done. It's using materials like, look, it's got some rust look to it. The decals are very popping. Like, you're definitely gonna remember this AC's look just by looking at. What are these little eyeballs here and there?
Yeah, they're, well, I mean, they are eyeballs, because the egos are kind of biomechanical-ish things. So
it's like Evangelion. I see. It's like alive.
Oh, almost. Yeah. But think less Ava. Well, actually no. Think Ava, but more like the kind of like horror elements, you know.
It looks like Nightmare from Soul Calibur. If you know what that
True,
is.
yeah.
Like it's got like
actually.
the red, like the eyeball, the red flesh. I don't have no clue what he's referencing
Yeah.
though. I don't see any mech here.
Yeah. So that's why I said it's only in because of technicality. And it made third place in the judge vote.
Because it looks good. Like it just looking at
Yeah,
it by
it does.
itself, I could guess what it's about loosely. Because like the eyeballs, like you can tell that it's supposed to be alive, but it's still a mecha. Like it's got like red weapons, like the coral oscillator. It's got nice
Yeah.
shading on the like some rust on the weapons. It's really nice.
Yeah. So I feel if other people know, this isn't Nine Ball's first Limbus theme, like Limbus Company themed build. I think he also submitted like a different one from the same game series in your first strip contest.
Ah, I see, I see.
I think it was. Sorry, I'm just gonna go through the channel and kind of.
While you do that, I'll answer. Sailor Moon, Yo Moby, what about Armor Drip Tournament 2? Yeah, I know I'm taking a while. Sorry, it's because I've been working on Armored Legends Melee for a while, but I do have I am gonna work on Armored Legends. Armored Drip, the second contest results right after. Okay. I'm just taking a long time with Melee. I just want to get that out first. It's taking a while. It is the longest episode ever. So yeah. Yeah.
So, yes. Sorry, my mistake. He submitted that one for the first Armor Drip contest, but he did submit a different one for the second one actually. But you don't have that channel unlocked, so.
Yeah. I'll unprivate it. I unprivate it after after
Yeah, but
the video's out.
do you want to show the other one on stream or?
Oh no, it's okay. That's okay. Let's just it's okay. Like I said, I unprivate it afterwards.
Okay, sure. But yeah, they submitted another one for the second drip challenge, so they have a lot of experience with Limbus themed builds, so I feel like it's not really a big surprise that this one came out really fucking cool.
This is very cool.
Yeah, so I feel like one of the camera work is amazing on this. Just look at that second picture.
Yeah, so good.
Like,
The
that
sword is so well
so
done.
Badass.
So cool.
Oh, and also, if you look at the fourth picture, I think, I really like the kind of biomechanical aspect, because you see all, like, the red stripe decals that he's put there. Right?
Yeah, using the Noctrier, because the Noctrier already looks kind of animalistic in nature. Like,
Yeah, 'cause of,
loving
like-
that it's using that as the frame for this build. It's really nice.
Yeah, like, Noct Core and, like, Fermezza Arms combined really, like, has that, like, kind of, like, hunched feral look that you almost see a lot of, like, Ava's having. Like, do you see
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Like,
It's got the hunch
yeah.
because of the Noctrier core. That's so
Yeah,
nicely
yeah,
done.
yeah.
I really hope he
But
fixes the
if you
share
look
code
at-
so we could download this
Oh
later.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If you look at the fourth picture, anyways, like the red stripes on like all across the AC, those look a lot like muscle fibers to me. Which
Yeah,
is a really cool
it
effect.
does.
Yeah. So it's just like a mech, but also like muscular in a way, and has all
Thematically
these,
10 out of
veiny
10.
eyes all over it.
Yeah, you know how like in Attack on Titan, like the beginning of a transformation, like gets all the muscle fiber. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Or like the wall titans and like the colossal.
Yeah,
Titan.
yeah. Exactly. Love it. This is
Yeah,
really
and
nice.
like-
I don't know what else to say. This is
Yeah,
really
no,
nice.
Yeah. I mean, the judges all loved it, but it's not technically a mech, so it did kind of get marked down there, but overall, it's an amazing looking build. I really like how stylized it was.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just really inspiring that you can do this kind of biomechanical aesthetic in AC6. Like, because you think with all like the sharp edges and all like the hard sci-fi kind of design language, you wouldn't be able to do this, right? But somehow he's just taken the design and basically completely flipped the genre on his head.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like this opens a lot of doors to kind of making unconventional looking builds.
Indeed. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one.
Is there
This is
anything
really
else
good.
you want to note on it, or?
No, like I gushed at the very beginning. This is good. Like it.
All right, cool. Next up is Evangelion Final Model by the one and only Yozaya.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, Yozaya is actually the one that made the armor that made the cosmic haze and cosmic steel haze. Yeah, there you go, steel haze cosmos in one of the earlier armor drip episodes. Here, I think I have it downloaded. Let me just show it off real quick. Wait, I don't have it. Do I not? Oh yeah, here it is. Well, this is the version I made. I asked him to make, but it's very similar. But yeah, if you guys remember, this is
Moby, you're still on the Discord menu. Just saying.
What are you talking about? What?
Like, you're still showing off ego mimicry.
Huh?
It didn't like switch tabs to AC6.
Weird. Okay. But if you guys remember, this was Steel Haze Cosmos. This was the same creator. The next AC will be the same creator. Let's go ahead and look at that. So this is the Eva Anima. All right.
Moby, your stream's still showing your Discord menu instead of the.
I think you're just frozen. Are you sure? Yeah, like my previews are telling me I'm looking at the right screen.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're.
You paused, damn it.
My bad.
Okay, it's okay. All right, so I just quickly showed them the Shreya and thank you for Ilika. Yeah, they said they confirmed I did show off the right thing. Anyways, so we have the Eva model here.
So basically, from what I understand, like
another flashback
isn't actually from the original Eva series. It's from a side story kind of manga and like light novel called Eva Anima. And in this universe, like TLDR, Shinji's less of a wuss and he like steps up a lot faster. So if you look at the line art for this one, you can kind of see that like even like posturally, like the Evas and Eva Anima are like standing up a lot more straight compared to the more like hunched back.
Yeah.
Of,
is that actual? Is that real? Like, is that happening in that series?
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause I think like Shinji kind of takes control of his life like a lot faster. So it's kind of symbolic in that sense. So it's like, because the original Evas are more animalistic, but this one stands more upright like a person.
Yeah. Look at the decal on this. Like, it's not. It's like it's got the
like,
glow on it. What? How did he manage this?
I mean, yeah. I think the glow is just from the hanger lights, but like in the photo mode, like it's not actually glowing that much.
But it's really bright. Like it really contrasts very well. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like because you have all these like orange stylized like line segments across like the entire thing in the original line art. So I think Yozayo's replicated that really well.
Yeah.
And I think because Yozayo's also a fellow huge mecha nerd, I've known them for a while now, and I think they've kind of leveraged their love for the genre and all like obscure, like relatively like more obscure mechs in it. I'm counting this as obscure because it's not like original Eva.
Yeah, original Eva's pretty big, but not like fair.
So I think he kind of leverages his knowledge of like obscure mechs and like obscure side stories with his like massive like loads of skill in like making trip. And I just think, why'd you skip the cutscene, man? The catapult cutscene.
I just thought about it, okay? I just thought about it as soon as I god damn it, here, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I just thought about it. I was like, wait, why did I skip that? That has one of the best like cutscene parts.
And like,
I thought about it before you did.
Iconic than like an Ava on a catapult.
Let's see. Like, I'll do it here. I'll do it manually. There you go. You can see it. There's like Shinji, get in the mech. Get in the mech, Shinji. Get in the really cool mech and kill monster, Shinji. Stop being a pussy, Shinji.
Like, I actually asked him if he would consider taking a shot of the cutscene itself with it on the catapult, but he said that like the cutscene kind of like messed with his decals, so whatever.
Let's take a look at it then. Here you guys go.
Creating backdoor into system. Deactivating lock on vertical catapult.
Like with all like this, like the smoke around it and like the
Yeah.
Ava. Like, isn't this just like classic Ava?
Yeah.
Like, just look at this.
Yeah, look at that's beautiful cutscene. Insane. Like both of them are there. Both of them are in like the top comment. Okay, Insane, or like the pin comment. You got the original one. The one I showed off was like an alternate that I asked him to make. That's also in the video share code. Okay. But yeah, look, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yo,
like all the
this
colors match perfectly.
He does
and,
not
like,
miss.
All the details match perfectly. He really doesn't miss. And like, I feel like one thing I really like about the design is that he's used the split missiles on the back to create the more blocky aesthetic of the shoulders in the new design.
Yeah,
the
I
new
see.
Design,
Here, let's take a look at what the original design looks like. What is this? Evangelion?
final.
What's the mech called again?
Evangelion final model.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Gotcha.
And you can see that, like, compared to the classic Ava design, the shoulders
very tall.
aren't as big.
Oh, that's clever,
And
guys! See the shoulder?
Like, you see the container sections on the shoulder, right? Which are more like squared off compared to the
Yeah.
original. And I really like how he's kind of used the split missiles to kind of replicate that.
Yeah, it stands tall. Dude, the colors are on point.
Yeah, like the shades of green and like the orange stripes running throughout, especially on the legs of like Firmeza.
But our point here, guys, is that it's worth messing with your colors until it just looks just right. Like, this doesn't have that like a crazy amount of decals. Yeah, sure, you see some on the leg, the chest, and the head maybe, but
I mean, it does have a crazy amount of decals, all like the fluorescent green.
oh wait,
like,
though, yeah, you're right. The orange is all
like-
decals.
like,
Wait, I'm
I
taking a look at it
really
again.
The
The
really
green.
love mechs, like whether it's in like real life models or in AC6, where when you zoom in, you can see more. Like, it's already a cool design, and then you zoom in, right?
And you see like every little
And-
detail. You know,
Yeah,
one way to look
exactly.
at one way to look at like how much effort was put into a mech is really easy. All you gotta do is go into paint, say yes, and then say no, and then you'll get all the decals stripped off. And now you can see what it looks like without its decals. Just to see just how much effort went into like even something that looks simple.
Oh my
You're like,
god!
yeah, look,
all the
it looks like a
green stuff.
completely different mech. Look,
Oh my god!
it looks so
Yeah, and,
basic
like,
now.
If you look at the shoulders, like all
The
like,
green, the
different
bright
color
green on the
separation
knees.
segments. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Wait,
look, it
also, like,
looks
if you look
so
at the
different.
like the tops of like Firmeza shoulders,
It's gone.
like the sections, there is some like violet blue on his like decaled model, but on here it's completely gone because what he did is he went into the decal creator and actually created like the color separation and like new panel lines for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chris Fallen. Like, the colors are still good, but like you're seeing just how much of an improvement it is just by looking at like what it looks like without. And now we go back to the what it looks like, with the decals and stuff.
Like, just look at that.
Oh my god, look,
Like,
it looks
look at
so
the
much
tops of
better.
the shoulders. Like, look at the
Yeah,
tops of the shoulders.
yeah, the orange.
the-
It's all
yeah.
decals. Look, so nicely done. And it's not too much for the eye either. This is just right. Like, for the amount of detail,
Yeah.
like too many
Like-
decals does kind of make it get lost, but no, like this is good.
Yeah, it just shows how much work. Like, it's really subtle. Like, you just don't know how much effort has been put in to change the colors until you kind of know the original like the original kind of layout and like design.
Yeah, indeed. Okie dokie, very
feel like
very good use
this
of
is, like,
colors.
His work is always really impressive.
Always.
And this doesn't feel at this point either. Like, definitely. he
100%.
has told me that apparently it's not color accurate or whatever. I don't believe him.
No, this is pretty color accurate. Like
Yeah.
it does what it needs to do. Like it is Ava. Like the colors are all, like
Yeah.
but like I said before, it is worth showing everyone. Like not showing everyone, like messing with the colors until you get it just right. Because the colors make it so that even if you don't have the decals on it, it's good on a basic level. You know.
Yeah. All right, let's get down to our final top two. Well,
All right.
I say top two, but it's the two winners.
Oh
of the-
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we
then-
have a community choice winner and a judge pick.
So which one is which?
So, yeah, let's show off this one first.
Gundam
this one's
Aerial. This is from
Gundam
Witch of
Aerial
Mercury,
by
right?
Scholar 13. Yeah. And this one was our community choice pick.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let me quickly show the audience what Gundam Aerial is supposed to like. Gundam Witch of Mercury is from what I remember the most recent entry.
Yes.
It was very highly praised for having its first female
Yes.
true female protagonist, not like a spin-off or anything.
Yep.
I guess two female protagonists technically, but the one is the pilot. And yeah, Gundam Aerial Sport's a very thin design, like, but still looks very cool. Like has all the bells and whistles of like some of the best Gundam like stuff. And yeah, like it has a traditional
I feel like the use
colors.
of Mind Alpha Core, because even though Aerial is really like slim, the
Yeah.
proportions still make the
Yeah.
chest area like really
The Alba
wide.
arms and the legs do a lot of work in making it still look
Yeah.
very thin.
And then the proportion, I really like the use of the parts to kind of recreate the proportions of the original. And playing around with like proportions is also another thing I really like in cosplay builds.
Oh,
Because I feel like with a lot of like drip, right? Especially for cosplays, you really have to be able to kind of pick your battles in terms of like what you can create and what you can't create. Because like no, like I'm not. This isn't supposed to be an attack to like attack on anyone or like whatever. Like obviously you can cosplay whatever you like. You can make whatever you like in AC6. But sometimes, like when you look at the silhouette of the original, you just can't do it as accurately with the parts, limited amount of parts we have in the game. So you have to do some give or take. But that makes me really appreciate builds that actually take the silhouette into account and kind of pick their battles, so to speak.
I see.
And
I
I
will
feel
s-
like Scholar 13 has done a really good job here.
Yeah, this
Sorry.
is very nice, but like I will say the something about the blue shine on the chest is throwing me off though. Like it does look like spandex a little bit. I probably would have chosen something a bit more muted.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Like it really does look a little too shiny. It looks like a superhero's chest, more like than the
does.
aerial. But the rest of it looks good. Look, he even put these little tiny red things here,
Yeah.
to be
those
like
are
the Gundam triangles and stuff.
Yeah.
You're about to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, yo, I'm not a chat mod, so I can't bonk you. But anyways, I think the shininess of the finish is like, well, it is kind of inaccurate, but I think it's meant to make the glow decals kind of stand out, because the red section on the chest and on the arms, etc., are actually supposed to be the same decals that Prilica used in his Sauerbraten build on the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and those are supposed to like glow, kind of like the Unicorn Gundam Psycho Frame when like the special systems activate, etc., etc.
Oh,
So-
okay.
By making the base color glow, they've also given the decals an opportunity to glow and shine as well. So I think it is a calculated move on their
I see.
part.
I
Because you
I
can see how, yeah, but I feel like they could have gone with the Prilica approach and made the decals themselves glow, but this is a good alternative as well.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about with the Sauerbraten, like the little red
Yeah,
lines. That's
especially,
exactly
like,
what
on,
Prilica
like,
used. Yeah.
like the forehead and like the chest and like the thighs. Like, and the placement of these decals is really accurate to the original design, so I really like that.
Yeah, and then of course, like I like that he used laser drones, just like the Ariel has, a shield, just like the Ariel,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sword,
yeah.
and the worker. Huh, worker actually is an interesting choice.
I think because the Wurger actually is it Wurger or Wurger? I never
don't know. It's
But
potato
anyways,
potato, but like I guess it does look
Yeah.
similar to what it's going for.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because the beam rifle kind of has like a triangular nozzle.
Yeah.
So I think it does a reasonably good job at replicating it. I personally would have used like maybe like LRA or something.
Yeah. Huh.
But I think the Wurger does fit the silhouette pretty well. So I'm not gonna fault them there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, it's and like besides the blue being a little bit off in terms of like the finish, everything else is replicated very faithfully. I think.
Yeah. The usage of red is what I really like here. The usage of red here and there, like exactly where it needs to be, very nicely done.
Yeah. And I feel like this is a really nice use of like Alba arms because I feel like, okay, my opinion again, Alba arms have really small shoulders, which makes it not not fit into a lot of like Gundam builds well, because I think a lot of Gundam builds tend to have like really like wide shoulders because of, you know, like the whole like protagonist aesthetic. But in the case of Ariel, you don't really need that. So I think this is a good use of the Alba arms.
I see. And also, according to Freya, it's like Wurger like a burger with hard G.
I see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But yeah, look at all like when you remove all the decals and like all like the red sections are the
I think
decals
it's to make the gold look shiny. I get it now. It's because there's a little gold decal at the center of the chest someone mentioned. Crestfallen did. And like it's to make that part look gold. I still disagree with that. I don't think the gold is so important that like it makes the whole chest look like Superman spandex. But like yeah, like apart from that though, like I've got no other criticism. Like the thing looks great.
Yeah,
As you see the little
one
triangles
thing
in the
that I
corner.
would do is like, I've seen, I'm not sure if it'll fit on this particular head that they've used, but I've seen some users, like Japanese users on Twitter, make Gundam face decals, like the eyes, mouth, vents, the whole thing. So I feel like having that on the head would kind of enhance the look, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna fault them for doing that because the green glow does look really good on the head.
Yeah, it
And
makes it very
the
obvious
large-
that this is supposed to be a Gundam head. It's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. And then on that side of the head, you have like the round sections, which kind of look like the Vulcan guns that they have, like Gundams have on their heads.
Yeah, the useless gun
Yeah.
that only takes out non-Gundams and stuff.
Basically, but also because VP-44 D head has a really big forehead, so he can actually have the freedom to put a lot of like detailed kind of decals on it.
That being said, it is interesting. He has it has another set of green decals for eyes on top of
those
the
are
green.
eyes, yeah.
I think it looks a little odd actually. Like
Yeah,
it
now
did
that I
enough.
look
Like
at it
the
closely,
really powerful green looks. It looks like eyebrows. It looks like eyebrows a little bit. So I probably would have done without it. I think it looks much better without it. I'd say.
Alternatively, I would have leaned into the whole like decal eyes and actually like made the lights black to like turn them off,
Yeah, maybe.
so that
maybe.
like the eyes would be like more like traditional Gundam like eye level.
Yeah. This is a really nice aerial build. And
Yeah.
also Crestfallen's telling me the Vulcan guns are not useless. That they shoot down missiles and they breaks down internals at close range. Wait, so ACs could really use the Vulcan guns then, because we really want to shoot down missiles. That'd be nice. Really some buffs.
Didn't like old gen AC have like anti-missile anti-missile?
We did. We
point
had
defense
flares
guns
on
the
our
chest?
shoulders,
Yeah.
which was a special slot. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically the same function.
Yeah. All right. Should we move on to our winner? Let me see if I
Yeah,
can, let me
let's
see if I
look
can,
at-
let me put on the right music.
And
Do I have it? No. I
and
don't.
our judge pick winner is well, not our, but
Give me a second, let me turn on the
is
music
the
first.
Unicorn Gundam Banshee by RBF.
1 second.
Sorry.
Ruby, what was it called? Contest, music. Contest 2, I think it's called? Give me a second. I don't know. Is this? Okay, there you go. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Okay, I have it. Alright, done. Okay. We have the Unicorn Banshee.
Yeah, this one's amazing. Like, this one is awesome looking. Well, from basically, this is supposed to be the sister or brother unit to the white unicorn that we saw earlier. And this one's Unit 2, and that one's Unit 1.
This has to glow! It has to glow!
Yeah, okay. One thing that I really like about, like, their pictures is that they actually use the photo mode's, like, glow settings to kind of make them glow. Like, if you go into the... Yeah, like, if you go into their submission pictures.
Let me take a look.
Just to make it easier, let me just...
Here it is. Okay, I have it.
Wait, just link post so you.
I wonder how he did that. How did he make the glow look so good like this? Holy shit.
I think it's just like a stripe gradient decal.
Dude, look, you're right. The pictures make the glow pop. It's probably exposure.
Yeah,
it's probably exposure and brightness. Let me see if I could replicate that.
But basically, I really like the fact that he's leveraged the photo mode in conjunction with the the actual glow effects on the decals to make the glow really.
Hey, check this out. Like this. It's by increasing the exposure and lowering the brightness a little. Yeah, there you go. Look,
wow.
now
that I look at it closely, look at the the fin, like the head fins. It's actually like jagged, like the original design.
Oh my god, you're right. It's not a straight line.
That's amazing.
Nicely done.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, like preface, I just saw the pictures, and the judges judged based on the pictures. So honestly, this is also my first time seeing some of this fine detail up close.
Yeah, I will say though, it is a little empty on the back. You see, there's not really anything going on here. And the chest probably, like the lower chest, could have used a thing or two maybe. I know that the Banshee Gundam is obviously very dark colored, but it is good looking. Like what's there is good though.
Yeah, I feel like the lower chest part is like a technical
Alba, right?
Like Alba core, like I said. But anyways, I feel like he's done a really good job of kind of replicating the way the armor segments in destroy mode with the decals.
Yeah, we can't decal the lower R part of the Alba. Yeah. We figured that was why. It sucks. Like why? Why?
Yeah, like the build just looks so good, and his use of like the settings in photo mode really accented and make it look amazing. Anyways, let me explain the weapons loadout. So basically, the Banshee, right? It has like its main weapons are, I think it's the armed armor DE and the armed armor VN and the armed armor BS, which stand for VN, which are the vibro nails, which is what the chainsaw is supposed to represent. And so basically this is kind of like a claw weapon, which like vibrates at supersonic like frequencies.
That's
and, like,
what that is.
It can like tear people apart. And the way that the claws extend in the anime looks almost exactly like how the chainsaw like splits into two sections when it charges.
Oh, that's clever.
So, yeah. So that's one element that I really like about this build is that not only are the weapon considerations like he didn't just consider the function of weapons, but also like how they look when they charge. And then the other weapon is the armed armor BS, which is a kind of like self-tracking beam rifle. And you see how the LRA kind of like splits down the middle, right?
Yeah.
When it like charges. So when the armed armor BS deploys, it has like a top fin and a bottom fin section, and like nothing in the middle. So like when he charges the LRA, it kind of replicates that kind of deployed mode of the rifle in the anime.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm being a bit quiet.
No, I just increased your volume. But yeah, no, I see it here. I see it here in picture 2. Like, oh,
yeah.
Let
Like,
me look
and
up,
if you
bring up the
Google-
original as well.
Like if you Google and look at the pictures of the band, like
Oh my
the
god, it
Banshee.
looks exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
the gun
exactly.
looks exactly it.
Like look at that.
And
Look
the
at that.
claw
And, like,
weapon,
the
I see
nails
it, I
come
see
out,
it.
Like, the claws come
And
out.
the jagged like horns on the helmet.
Yeah, and like the way the yellow glow like
Oh,
has like that separation. He's basically replicated everything like down to the T.
Oh my god.
And I know it's basically his like hobby because he does run a YouTube channel where he makes cosplay Gundams, but
Oh. Look at that. Oh yeah, there it is. There's a charge up. Oh.
yeah, like that. See? Like that, if you compare that to the LRA shot, like just look at that.
Oh my god, what a beautiful AC. Very good photoing done as well. Messing with the exposure was a very good idea to make some of the glows pop.
Definitely. And I feel like, again, they could have used more like warning decals and stuff and plastered them all over, because another thing is that the designer of this particular Gundam, he loves just chucking like warning decals on everything. So
I see.
wait, let me actually check if it's actually him. Give me a second. Yeah, the mechanical designer of the unicorns.
Oh no, it's the opposite by the way. I messed up. You don't increase the exposure, lower the brightness. You lower the exposure, increase the brightness. That's how you get this
Yeah.
night feel look. Wow, look at that. I love that
Yeah,
like the
Johan,
decals pop when you do this.
Kadoki Hajime, that's the guy who, like, the mechanical designer who designed the unicorn Gundams. He loves putting little like warning decals everywhere on his designs.
Because it looks good. It's starting to be a little bit. Everyone is doing it. It's true, but I can't help it. It looks we can't help it. It looks good. The warning signs add a lot of like realistic feeling decals, and it also increases the sense of this is a real mech. It gives that feeling. So like I'm not surprised even remotely.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is that because the copious amounts of almost like way too many warning decals is actually like what he's known for. So I feel like
Yeah, that makes sense.
like RBF could have leaned into like the whole like that aspect.
Maybe,
to kind of fill out
maybe.
the back especially.
Yeah, maybe.
But overall, this is an amazing looking build. Like I'm not gonna like especially the horns. I
The
really
horns
like
being
how they did
jagged
the
is such a
horns. Oh my
nice little
God.
detail. Look at that. Oh, so good. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and like what warning decals and stuff are there. Like if you look on the go on the left shoulder, look at the left shoulder. Like if you could go onto like
I
left
see the
shoulder.
O2 on it, or like the number on it.
Yeah, but you notice that the O2 is actually separated by the glow decal.
Let's see.
Like it's like the
Oh,
O2 is actually
that's
segmented.
cool. Oh, yeah, because like it opens
Just
up
like-
to show the glow.
Yeah, so it kind of like replicates the kind of feeling of, oh yeah, it's supposed to be closed, but it has just opened up.
Yeah, it's going.
And,
It's
like,
going.
that one on the
it's
other
powering
shoulder
up.
as well.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So that also like subtly changes like the silhouette of like Alba shoulders, because you know usually it's just one piece. Is real, but
But
like,
it feels like multiple
just-
pieces. It really does.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But yes.
And also, even the thruster color is anime accurate. I really like when people, like, even when it compromises on, like, actual, like, functional performance, like, match the booster colors to the original design.
Yeah. Is the boosters blue on the Kai?
Yes.
Oh.
Because a lot of boosters in Gundam, especially like more modern Gundam, are actually blue, regardless of if the mech in question uses energy weapons
it's a
or not.
cosplay decision
So,
then, I see.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that. Like,
so good looking.
yeah.
Holy crap. Let's see what let's look at what it looks like without the decals. So, if we get rid of all the decals and get the color back. Look at that! My god, there's nothing on it!
Yeah.
Look at this, except for the little orange here, this is all decals! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Dude, it was all decals the whole time! Look, it's just... What? And I noticed it's not even black, it's like a dark midnight blue.
Yeah, it is, because the Banshee, like, a lot of people think that the Banshee is like a pure black, but it's actually like a deep blue.
Oh, dude, it's like returns to unicorn
Like
mode.
an almost
Exactly.
Wait, yeah, actually true. Like,
What the heck?
wait, that's actually kind of neat.
Oh my god, that's so nice. Look at that. Just without... That's all decals. It's all decals, people. That's beautiful. Look at the sheer amount of work on that. Let's increase all these settings.
I feel
lower
like
the
the
exposure.
like the glowing stripe decals themselves, like, they're pretty simple relatively, because it just looks like there's like a single gradient stripe going down the middle. But honestly, I feel like the way that they executed it makes it really effective.
Decals aren't AC's makeup. Yeah, exactly.
That's so true.
How many hours does that take? Any guesses? I don't know. Probably like, you know, half a day's worth of work if you were just completely focused. Maybe more. Probably a day.
I think even like maybe a solid 3 days, or like 2 or 3 days.
It's not really unreasonable to think that these take. I know that. Did you ever watch the video on the spear? The armored troops episode on the RGX spear. That one took that guy a month, like since release till that point, to make that.
Not surprising.
He spent a month or two on it.
The
like
colors. Oh, sorry.
You can go.
Where you? Oh, sorry. The colors are actually really accurate. I say accurate because I am 90% sure that the color scheme is actually based on something from Gundam. If you look up the Rizel type C, I'll just type for you. Give me a second.
Yeah. I know these are all based off of
Yeah, and if you look at that, especially the model kit colors, and compare it to the spear, it's really close. So I feel like just taking the time to match colors takes
its
so
own
much
work. I
longer than
know.
you think.
It's a lot more annoying than you think, right? Not with you, but like a lot of people think. It's hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of. Yeah, just a few more. I feel like I think your description is valid, like your small critique with it. Just a bit more, just a few warning signs. We did talk about the excessive use of them, but just a few of them do help.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely know this is a canvas. I've seen people use this butt skirt as a canvas. So using that area, some of this area as like for some warning signs and like danger signs would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
But give it a more modern, because what is here is good. So just a few more decals would complete it, in my opinion.
I feel like, to be fair, because usually the back skirt of a lot of Gundams is pretty bare, because that's where they like store a lot of their like ammo or like weapons and stuff. So I think fair enough if they've left it blank. But yeah, you're right. They could like adding a few more warning decals and such would have made it like even. I don't want to say the word better. Like,
just add a bit more.
Enhance the kind of feeling.
I mean, like, you know, maybe better is not the right term. All I'll say is obviously everything we say is completely 100% our opinions. We're not objective.
Definitely.
But like, it's just our opinions, you know.
Subjective.
Like, it's just that, in my opinion, just a few more decals would have completed it. But that's my thing. Everyone has a different like metric. You know, for some people this could be perfect. You know, and that's fine.
Wait,
like,
zoom in on the decals on the skirt, like the waist area. Like the skirt armor, like the front skirt.
It's probably like 3 decals, maybe even 6. Maybe
Yeah,
more like 5, maybe. Yeah.
Like those ones at the front, like the orange to what, like yellow shift is so nice.
Yeah, to give it the glow feel.
Yeah.
Imagine if they can't because they max out the limit. That is actually another problem with decaling, is that there is a limit. Are you guys under the impression that gun weapons should match?
So like.
Are you guys under the impression that gun weapons should match the color of an AC to be more realistic? Well, I mean, if it depends. It just completely depends if it works with it. Look, in order to fit with the rest of the AC, the guns also have their own like the same glow color. I think it's perfect. Were you about to say something, Inhibit?
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. I think that, yeah, like you said, it really depends on the intentionality of the build and like what you want the build to look like, because obviously you can put whatever like colors you want for the weapons and the AC, but if you like, one of the things I really like to emphasize is consistency throughout the whole thing. Like if you have vision and if you want to execute it, like you should stay consistent to whatever styling choices you've wanted, like you're going for. So if like your weapons kind of have the same color as the rest of the AC, that kind of ties them in with the rest of the AC. So but yeah, ultimately it just depends on the kind of look you want to give it.
Yeah. But yeah, like
gun decals. When I really
I would love gun
they,
decals, please. Like, give us more freedom. Listen, there's a you know it's people joke about this, but it's true. Listen, most of this game is the garage, and for a lot of people, most of the game is the decals. Making the decals. Sorry, I always say decals.
People
making
can say
the
both
decals.
ways, it's okay.
I like to piss people off by being wrong, but like but like decals, like, oh my god, like give us more freedom next time from software. Miyazaki, please.
Please.
This is with
Like
limitations. Imagine more power.
Decal placement while you're at it.
Huh?
Like you can't like mirror decals.
Yeah.
Like when you place them, like it would be so much better for like if you could like just have like a symmetry window and like place 2 decals at the same time. But no.
Also, Yowai said the Takagawa pulse buckler looks so scrumptious to decal. That is an odd choice of words.
That's so true though.
Scrumptious?
It's honestly true, because like if you look at how the pulse buckler kind of like separates as it actually all of the shields, like if you look at the shield animations as they like separate, because like all of those like little sections kind of like spread out and stuff.
Let's see. Delivery boy has a lot of free real estate. That's true. Freya, the resident delivery boy fan. Yeah, look at that. Look, oh, that's what you mean.
Like, look at how it like splits.
Look, the colors are different too.
Up.
Oh. You know, Freya, you should put in an entry as well. But yeah, look, like with something with be our first delivery boy user for like decaling. I think with a lot of time and just careful attention to detail and some constructive criticism in our Discord channel, you could go ahead and go there. In our Armor Drip channel, I think you could make really good stuff, like for everyone. But yeah, you're right. The pulse buckler does have this nice separation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, another weapon I'd love to have decals on is explosive thrower.
Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, it looks like a shield. You know, a lot of people use this as a shield.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, one of my favorite things to do is let's like do like this. Like pause it here.
And like so you can see all the little grenades.
Yeah, and then like get your camera into the. Oh fuck! I waited too long. I can do this. Oh, there we go. No! I'm missing even in a game that has no players.
Rip.
There we go. Okay, there you go. I think this is good enough. God, how did I replicate the shot before? But yeah, I would like zoom in like this, and then it would have like it would show the explosive like projectiles essentially. Oh, I think it's good.
Have you
Like-
noticed that the projectiles inside the shield are a lot smaller than the ones that they actually throw out?
Huh. Technology, I guess. I hate you. You ruined this for me. You're right. Holy shit. Look how small these are. These are big. Okay, honestly, here's another one. Where do we reload from? We don't have any ammo pouches anywhere. Is it under the, is it at the butt skirt? Our characters don't, our ACs don't carry around their ammo. They just appear. You know?
When you reload, the mags just like respawn.
But yeah, look, like just I just
But
zoom
anyway,
in like
speaking
this.
of like delivery boy, I think the container is a real like, even without decals, you can do a lot of good work with it. Like
container missile.
I think I saw like not container, like delivery boy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
let's honor Freya. Let's have double delivery boy action here.
I've seen like a Christmas themed AC where like someone used the delivery boy as like present boxes and like colored, like used the like camo patterns to like make it look like wrapping paper.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, I've seen that. I have a I covered a Christmas AC. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Look how many like little details there are in the delivery boy. Look at all this stuff, and the missiles, of course, coming out.
Like honestly, I feel like there's so much about this game that's so underappreciated, especially like the animations and all like the 3D modeling and design work that's gone into it.
You're telling me this thick little missile has all the little in there? Holy crap!
Yeah, goes on like.
I wonder what all this is supposed to be for. Look, this entire thing is huge. It's not. It's certainly not to carry ammo. But yeah. There's so many details for a weapon no one uses. I'm sorry, Freya, but it's kind of true.
It is so true, though.
Oh my god. Yeah, you were saying something?
Oh yeah. I just feel like there's a lot of, people have put a lot of work into kind of modeling all like the weapons and like the AC parts and like the animations and stuff. And I feel like for like what separates like really good drip from like good drip and like really good drip is like people who kind of work around and incorporate the existing detail, like how Minoo used the circles on the side of Tianchang legs. So
I'm just showing everyone like the inside of the Freya missile.
the Freya missile.
Yeah, like the delivery boy has little tiny missiles in it. Oh.
There's been so much work put into modeling all of these things. This game really is a labor of love, even though they don't give us good updates.
Did you hear that Miyazaki is working on the next one?
Yeah, I did.
Freya said, "Oh, those are her babies." Oh my god. All right. Anyways, is there anything you'd like to say before we go, Inhibit?
Not really.
Hello? Hello, Inhibit? Did your internet die again?
Soon.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Can you say it again?
Oh, sorry. Like, check out the next drip challenge if you're interested in joining. Again, it's open to all platforms. So,
will you be making a new text channel, or will it be using the same community drip challenge text?
it'll be using the same channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any? Do you have
Everything.
any? Are you allowed to share? Do you have a theme yet, or not yet?
It's freestyle, so
Oh
like
shit!
anything goes this time.
All right.
Yeah. We're doing like alternating themed and like freestyle. So
Good stuff.
because console players don't have the opportunity to participate in the like armored drip contest format, which is like free for all. So we just thought we'd alternate it so that they can have a shot at that as well.
All right. Yes, indeed. And for those of you who are here, I am still working on the armor trip contest video. It'll come after Armored Legends Melee. but that's my focus right now. So after that, yeah, I am thinking of probably doing an armored drip contest 3. I'm going to try. But yeah, is there any... Please give him us more weapon slots and decal placements. Please, Michael Zack. Michael Zachy. But Michael Zachy, I'll send you pics. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, like Inhibit will continue doing these community drip challenges, so we'd love for you to join. Remember to cross-platform. And if you know, we have an armor drip dedicated channel. This is for if you want advice on like where to get extra decals, like if you want like constructive advice on like what your AC looks like, go for it. Like just go ahead and join our little community here. We're probably the only Discord community that like does a huge focus on like this kind of drip. We're probably one of the bigger ones. So hey, like, you know, join up. My Discord link is in the description below. And for those of you who don't know, if you were waiting this whole time, the person with me is Inhibit Progress, Master Decaler, and Community Drip.
I'm no master. Don't gas me up that one. I'm just a guy who likes mechs.
Yeah, me too. We're all here because we like mechs. We think mechs are cool, right? But Inhibit like runs these challenges. So if you ever have any questions, yeah, like shoot him shoot him a question. Also, looks like Freya drops
JD and I.
Yeah, like JD is also look. Freya has a Twitch mobile. Freya play game TTV. Wait a minute, I'm the only streamer without a fucking... You know, that's funny. Like, a lot of people were making fun of me because, like, they're like, oh, you know, Moby focuses on fucking armor drip, and this is what his fucking AC looks like.
I mean, the shade of purple is nice.
It's midnight blue. You know what this is a reference to? I made a video called armored PvP guide for scumbags, and I said that natural black doesn't stealth. I said that you should paint your AC a dark color so that on the off chance that they use soft lock and you break their lock, you could fucking it's hard for them to find you on darker maps. It was very
especially
stupid.
Like LOC station or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or like watch point. And then I said, would this really help you? Probably not. It's like an atom's worth of advantage. But you never know as fellow crappy players that you know what will allow you to win. But yes, that's why it's midnight blue, because black doesn't happen in nature a lot, so it's easy to spot actually. Apparently, yeah. But like that's why I like midnight blue. I should really have like my own like decaled up AC. Maybe I should have like one of my challenges be that use my freaking AC, and then I have like a prize or something. That'd be kind of cool. Why do the hard work when I could pay someone to... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, maybe I'm kidding. I don't know, but not right now. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope they'll never see me glowing with bright burning jet fire and charging plasma. I know, that's what I admit that it's stupid. But when I'm not firing anything, nothing is cooling down, and I'm not having my boosters on, stealth mode activate.
I might put this on a jamming build.
Yeah, but you know why? I'm not talking about in a cave. Like I'm talking about in, you know, out there in the world. Okay, you might have heard of it. It's called touching grass. I'm kidding. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful time. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we head out, Inhibit?
No, not really.
Yeah,
well,
I hope.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed like this little session we had here. I hope we could do this more often. We will be like Inhibit said, we'll be doing more community drip challenges. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Tony Stark built that in a cave with a box of scraps. I beat you to it, Freya. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.